What is the current plans for Roman Reigns, and is WWE lying about his current schedule? Latest backstage news and changes going down following Cody Rhodes' injury, and more of the latest. This is WrestleRound, bringing you today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors. Make sure you guys are subscribed to never miss the update, and let's get right into it. As expected, with Cody Rhodes being likely out for about 6 months, WWE is said to be scrambling right now. Ringside News was told that a lot of changes were made to Monday Night Raw once Cody Rhodes was injured, and that's understandable. We were told that the roster needed to be shifted. There has been a lot of speculation that one of those big changes was, of course, Edge being dropped from Judgment Day and him now being listed as a top babyface. This apparently doesn't have to do with Cody Rhodes' situation, but obviously the timing is interesting. Nonetheless, expect some unpredictable changes because it looks like WWE is in a tough position right now. And there's also some latest reports in regards to Edge after that unpredictable turn on this past Monday Night Raw. As we mentioned, Edge is now listed as a babyface going forward. Fightful Select also ended up indicating that there was talk in WWE of the Judgment Day going more supernatural, which is something that Edge wasn't necessarily too happy about. They also indicated that there was talk of adding Finn Balor to the stable well before it actually happened on this past week of Monday Night Raw. And even though Edge didn't want to go that supernatural route with Judgment Day, this was not said to be the reason up to why Edge was attacked and kicked out of the team. So as of right now, there's no specifics up to why WWE made this massive change. It kind of feels like it goes back to the first thing that we discussed, and that is WWE making drastic changes because of Cody Rhodes being out for a couple of months. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see for Edge to show up on TV for us to really see what direction they're going. This week on AEW Dynamite, there was no MJF, but there is some update in regards to him, as according to brand new reports from Fightful Select, he is currently staying in LA, as he has been telling people that he wants to explore his options in Hollywood since March. He claims to have recorded a voice role for an upcoming animated project, and Fightful's sources heard he had meetings later last week about other potential acting opportunities. It kind of brings up the question just how long MJF is gonna stay out of AEW. Maybe there is a Hollywood project right now that needs him and that's big enough, so that's why we might not see him on AEW Dynamite for the next couple of weeks or so. It's also worth mentioning that there was no mention of MJF on AEW this week, so they're really trying hard for people to just question what exactly is happening. Let's talk the latest in regards to Roman Reigns and WWE current plan. The undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns will not be at this year's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. At this point, that has been made official. As previously reported, WWE canceled the plans for that show. We were supposed to be getting Roman Reigns versus Matt Riddle for the title, and although that might happen, it won't be at this next event. The Wrestling Observer Radio is indicating that it is likely to happen on a random episode SmackDown sometime before SummerSlam, because at SummerSlam we're supposed to be getting Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton, and then of course at Clash at the Castle he will be taking on Drew McIntyre. That means that Roman Reigns ended up winning both titles at WrestleMania, and he hasn't defended any of it following that event, which by the time next pay-per-view comes around it will be 3 months to go. Adding to all of that, and because of it, WWE is getting massive backlash right now, as a lot of people feel that they shouldn't have given Roman Reigns both titles if they essentially knew that Roman Reigns was not going to be competing in the next 3 pay-per-views after Mania. They're also getting called out because it looks like they're lying to the fans about Roman Reigns' schedule. If you guys remember, WWE initially just indicated that Roman Reigns was just taking a lighter house show schedule, so he will be doing less live events, but he's still going to be at the pay-per-views and on SmackDown or Monday Night Raw to build up those storylines. Clearly, none of that is happening right now, so it really makes it feel like WWE is covering up for something. They could easily confirm that he is filming a movie, which will be understandable for him to not be on TV or maybe pay-per-views. It also doesn't seem to be an injury because after WrestleMania, Roman was working live events doing 20-minute one-on-one matches against the like of Drew Drew McIntyre. At this point, it's clear we have more questions than answers, and hopefully we get some explanation to it. Anyways, guys, that is all the latest wrestling news. If you enjoyed the coverage or found it informative, don't forget to drop a like on this video. Check out more of our recent coverage. Stay savage, and I'll catch you on the next one.